what age do children reflect on faith? And how can I guide my son towards sincere belief? So, children are born with the capacity to think, right? It is we who dumb them down. And if you compare the classical education of children across human civilizations, what children would read at the age of 5 or 6 or 7, and what children do at the age of 5, 6, or 7 now, we would be shocked. We would be shocked. There's an excellent book that has been published recently um, in a very good translation. It's a Hanafi fiqh manual. The Arabic title is Al-Hadiyatul Ala'iyya لتلاميذ المكاتب الابتدائية. The literal title is Ala's gift to students of primary maktabs. Maktabs being primary primary schools for Quran, for basic literacy, has been translated into English. The Sublime Gift is by Sheikh Muhammad Ala ad-Din Abdin, the son of Ibn Abdin. He died in 1889, so less than 140 years ago. And it's written for children between 8 and 12, and it's translated into English in over 8, without the indexes, in about 800 pages. And the sentence construction, the concepts covered, even look at the section on Islamic beliefs, it's rich and nuanced because kids are not fools. So it's important to cultivate a capacity in our children to think and to reflect and to have calm. Like there's a time to play, there's a time to pray, there's a time to reflect, and cultivating that capacity of reflection, right? That to make a child able to sit down and to listen to stories for a long time, and whether it is you reading them or, with our younger daughter, we listen to a lot of audiobooks, and I choose older editions of audiobooks that are, the unabridged versions or close to the unabridged version, suitable to her age, and to sit and listen deeply without pictures and all of this, listening to a nuanced story for half an hour, for an hour. Children have the capacity to think, because if we don't cultivate that capacity to think in this age of distractedness and so on, we're doing our children a disservice. And in that, we should discuss things with our children, talk to them about life, talk to them about Allah, which entails parents should have the confidence in their own faith and confidence in their understanding of Allah. So we talk to them, and we pick our moments when we're eating. The key notions with children is to cultivate a sense of wonder about God, reflected in having gratitude to Allah, shukr. And gratitude is easy, right? We connect our food when we get a treat, when we get, you get them some new gift or toy or some happy occasion, we connect it to gratitude to Allah and this sense of wonder. Children have a capacity to wonder. And when they read, children have often fascination with animals and other things, and we help them reflect on, so one side on gratitude, the other on the greatness of Allah and His mercy. Right? So this capacity to wonder, we nudge them through the day-to-day, but when the time is right, the kid wants to go on the slide, and you say, look at that, look at how wonderful those clouds are. Isn't it amazing how Allah, the kid wants to go on the slide and you're stopping them, right? So you have to know when you share these things, And their encounter of religion needs to be wonderful. It should be joyous, happy. That if you're praying, you keep your kid next to you, and maybe let them feel loved when you pray with them. It should not be a police state. Pray this, that, so it's like there's the traffic police. You as the mother or the father are the police officer or the jailer or the judge. No, you should be like the caring, loving shepherd. Right? But let them walk with with their own confidence, with their own wonder to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, instilling care and concern for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is manifest in good conduct. That is what adab is. Adab is not the rigid adherence to a list of do's and don'ts. Adab, propriety, proper manners. As to paraphrase Sayyid Naqib al-Attas, he has a wonderful article. We have it on Seeker's Guidance on the concept of adab in Islam. I think that's the title. But is instilling the care and concern within the heart to manifest the right action, words, and response to any circumstance. And that's what we want to cultivate in our children. Alhamdulillah, we have some excellent courses on Seeker's Guidance related to Islamic parenting. And they touch upon the cultivation of faith. And we have some very good resources on Seeker's Guidance about cultivating faith in our children. So do check those out as well.
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله